Hi Gemini, welcome to reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of February, as usual, I have two special sales offers available, and for February both of them are focused in love and relationship matters. So if you would like to know more details about it, just email me. I'm going to put in the description box below as well some details about those two special love readings. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, such as my Facebook and Instagram page. So Gemini, it does feel like February, some of you Geminis are trying to break free from something that has been this ongoing issue to find liberation from. I do feel like you have a situation in your life perhaps where in February it gets to be, intolerable to have it. There's something like there's an energy of intolerance when it comes to something you have been sustaining in your life, something you have been dealing with, that it's all consuming and detrimental to your own sense of well-being. So there's a sense of wanting to be free from a problem or from a toxic situation that you just can't tolerate anymore. And you do have the Death card here as your past influence, so definitely you have been through some sort of change, transformation. You have been through some sort of shedding, okay, of old beliefs and old points of view, as you also have the Hierophant here. I feel like some of you Geminis are tremendously transforming and changing the way you look about the way you look at the world, the way you look at yourself, your own ideology, philosophy, belief system is going through major changes. And February brings some awareness into the type of philosophy of life that you want to live, and how to apply action into what you know to be true, and into what you know to be the thing that's going to save you or save a situation. I keep getting like there's this need for redemption, this need for feeling that you are somehow forgiven from something. I keep getting like some of you Geminis have a lot of regrets. There's a sense of self-imposed punishment about something you did, again, something you regret, something you feel yourself guilty from. There's a lot of guilt some of you Geminis are carrying, and you might want to unburden in February. You might want to confess. You might want to turn into spirit, into counselors, into a priest of sorts. You might want to turn into an actual entity that you consider to be capable of listening, understanding, and grant you some wisdom. You have the Hierophant in your soul position, so definitely for some of you Geminis that feel attracted to seek spiritual advice, counseling, or help, this is a great month to pursue that urge, because I feel like you're going to find positive assistance in any type of difficulty some of you are facing. Some of you, you're turning to faith, you're turning to divine energy, to find hope and strength in the midst of a problem or a struggle, again, that you're facing. Some of you, it's not the easiest times, but it's almost like you're now understanding the purpose of something. It's like the more you surrender to this higher force, to what you see as a divine plan, to what you see as divine orchestrations here of situations, the more you put your faith in the process, basically, I feel like you are helped in finding strength and conviction about what you're doing and about, the steps you're taking. And the Hierophant in the soul position also promotes, for some of you Geminis, a lot of counseling abilities on your own self. So you could also be helping and assisting other souls that are facing similar experiences that you have outgrown, that you have learned, that you have, went through as well. So there's this mutual energy of teaching and helping and assisting that could be quite interesting for some of you. It's like I keep getting like there's no other way to turn than to God. So the God archetype is somehow very, very relevant for Geminis in February. I also feel like for some of you, you're just in a need to reflect deeply about the next steps you're going to take, because it feels like for some of you Geminis, you could be actually extremely busy. You could actually be trying to find balance and management in the midst of this chaos your life has turned out to be, because you have the Two of Pentacles and the Temperance here. So definitely you're seeking balance, you're seeking a way, I'm sorry, to find this balancing point so you don't get disrupted in your sense of well-being, and you don't also put to jeopardy other things that you also value as being important. It's almost like any single action that you take in February, it's delicate, because the process, how things are working in your life, everything is so fragile. It feels it's not, there's an absence of feeling like things are safe, things are steady, things are rooted the way that would make you feel like you can just ease into any other activities, ease into any other priorities. There's something in your life that does not allow you to feel as safe as you would like to feel. It could be about yourself, it could be about anything in your life that you just don't feel that it's safe enough. And I'm feeling like, again, the process you are in is delicate. So the moves you want to make and the moves that you should take, the decisions that should be made for you, should be made ensuring that there's proper thought and caution made into the situation, because it's not the month to be impulsive, rash. It's not the month to give into any type of behavior that to be immature or childish, that to be, again, risky. The universe does not want you to put at risk anything in February, because as you are transforming, okay, and as things are shifting and changing, and as you are processing all the different energies that are being sent your way, you don't have it in you yet the ability to hold yourself together and hold your life together, okay? As you are in an adaptation mode, first you are adapting. Then, as you learn to fully adapt, you will build your own structures, you will build your own sense of security. But until then, it's not the easiest times to, it's not the easiest times to be free, to just do, to just be, to just, not care. And some of you could be quite upset with this. You could be upset with the fact that you can't just live your life the way that you would like. It's almost like you feel like your life is it's almost like your life is not under your control. Like you feel like you don't dictate the rules, you don't dictate the norms in which your life is set. It feels like you feel your life is in control or in the hands of someone else, or again, you feel like your life is, not of your own making, but more of a divine, making, or God making. So the part of you that believes you can change anything or co-create a different reality could be that it's not at the strongest levels during February, like the co-creative side of you, the side of you that understands that you can manifest change and so forth. It could be that you're not really feeling that you have much of a saying in your life, in situations in February where, again, decisions are being made and actions are being taken without you being a huge part of this process. So it's like some of you Geminis in February, you could be feeling like you are in the back seat of everything, and you could be obviously feeling quite trapped and uncomfortable in this position of being in the back seat. For some of you, study careful situations. Page of Swords, Two of Pentacles here. Study careful situations so they don't end up being, more important than what they actually need to be. If you give proper thought, again, proper study, proper analysis into what you're dealing with in February, it will end up in you finding, again, a way to manage the load, to manage the chaos, to manage differences. Because I do feel like for some of you Geminis, there's something here about something irreconcilable, like irreconcilable differences. So you could have issues with your partner, issues with friends, issues with people, where the differences are so wide that it's really getting hard to find a compromise. As Temperance is here to compromise and to find the middle way. It could be that there are situations as you move into March, there are going to be separations that are going to be put into, like this definitive point, like it's done. It's a parting of ways. Some of you could be thinking about separations of some sorts. It could be separation, obviously, from a person, from a group, from, again, a belief system. You're thinking about breaking free, moving away from something, again, where you don't feel like you have power, where you don't feel like you have control, and where you feel trapped the majority of time, as where you should be feeling, stimulated and free. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.